Hiya, how's it going? Exciting day today. I've been invited by Spotify to attend Ed Sheeran's concert at the O2 in London, which is exciting. Um, and I'm a bit nervous about it, to be honest. I'm going on my own, and I'm a very socially awkward person, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fun, right? And yeah, but the last time I saw Ed Sheeran play live, he'd just released Plus, and he was playing the Hammersmith Apollo, which is quite a small venue, and it was just incredible. Like at one point, he stripped away all the instruments, and it was just his voice, without a microphone, singing a folk song. So good. And yeah, and like, admittedly, like his latest music, it's not been my kind of thing, really. But Plus, especially, I love that album so much. I love it so much. Like the lyricism in it, the songwriting in it, like for a debut album was incredible. But I also loved his EPs, like songs I wrote with Amy and Loose Change. Like I was a big Ed Sheeran fan, right? I was a huge fan. So I'm really excited to see him tonight, and I'm really excited to rekindle my love for Ed Sheeran through his new music, because it's that album Subtract is coming out soon, and I'm really excited about it because it's being produced with Aaron Dessner, who produced one of my favourite albums of all time, which is Folklore by Taylor Swift, obviously. So I'm very excited. I'm about to listen to Eyes Closed for the first time. It's just been released today, and I'm a little bit like, I'm very excited, obviously, but I'm also like nervous because I've heard the descriptions he's written about the album, about the songs. A lot of it's about loss and grief. Obviously, he's got two daughters, so I think it's about, you know, the beginnings of fatherhood as well, which I can heavily relate to. Obviously, I'm imagining there's some stuff about the pandemic and being stuck inside your own head, inside your own thoughts. But anyway, I've talked for enough. I want to listen to Ed Sheeran, so I'm going to listen on Spotify to Eyes Closed for the first time. Let's go. So I think it's going to be a sad bop. I'm a big fan of sad bops because you can dance and cry at the same time. They're very popular at the moment as well. Let's go.
Oh, it's a bad idea. Been inside for most this year, but a few drinks they might help.
So definitely pandemic. I do love his voice. Like I do love his voice. He's got that tone that's like just immediately Ed Sheeran. Do you know what I mean? You know who it is straight away.
I'm still holding back these tears. I pictured this year a little bit different when it hit February.
Yeah, like this is. I pictured the year a little bit differently. We all did, mate. We all thought it was going to go a bit differently than it did. But you know, we move.
This heavy, every song reminds me you're gone. Just dancing with my eyes closed. Everywhere I look, I still know what else that I can do. Yeah.
Oh God, like sad bops. The thing is, like when you lose somebody anyway, time does just come to a standstill almost. But when you lose somebody and everything else is different and the world is different, you know, you can't grieve properly when you can't be surrounded by your friends, you can't be surrounded by your family because you're locked down in your house.
Oh, I'll keep dancing with my delusion is here again. The colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. Missing you.
These lyrics, man, are just so sad. Because that's the thing as well for Ed Sheeran. Obviously, he's singing about Jamal Edwards, who he was his friend, and he worked with him a lot, obviously. So we were talking about losing a friend and somebody you work with. That's like all of your life. Because when you're not working, you're living, and when you're not living, you're working. So if you've got somebody that crosses both of those areas of your life and you lose them, that you're going to feel that loss forever. You have no distraction.
I pictured this month a little bit different. No, the truth is now you're gone. Life just goes on. Eyes closed.
Every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to cry. He's like, no, dance instead.
Shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor, and everyone is already home. Still dancing with my eyes closed.
slow. I feel like I know the words already. I did love that. I love that. That was very Ed Sheeran, but like, that was the Ed Sheeran that I fell in love with years and years ago, because he just knows how to convey, he knows how to convey the deepest feelings by saying very little. But the song is just, it's a sad bop. But the thing is with it, his voice carries the song. Do you know what I mean? Like the focal point of the song is his voice and his lyrics, which kind of makes sense because obviously he's talking about very deep things. He's talking about very like heavy feelings, heavy emotions, dark things that have happened in his life, like, you know, loss and being alone and grieving alone and drinking through the pain, basically. And when he talks about, you know, dancing with my eyes closed, like, we've all been there, right? Where we've just been like so encaptured by horrible thoughts and feelings that sometimes when the music hits and you've had a few drinks, it does feel fine great to stand there, close your eyes and just let the music immerse you and just move. Do you know what I mean? I feel this is a very promising beginning to his new album. Like, it's kind of what I expected. Is it what I expected? I think I expected more of the sad, less of the bop. But this is the first song, it's the first single. So I'm assuming that the rest of it and the tracks that are album tracks and not designed to be released as singles will probably be a lot kind of sadder. I always think of songs like Small Bump and Wake Me Up, and obviously Supermarket Flowers, like songs like that, which is like my favourite Ed Sheeran. I am a sad bitch, to be honest. I just like sad stuff. I like crying. I enjoy being sad. So yeah, so my tips would be make it a bit sadder, a little less boppier. But no, I'm joking. I loved it. Let me know what you think of the song in the comments. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to hear that live in a few hours. I'm very excited. Very lucky to be asked to go as well. So yeah, I will see you all soon. Bye.